eyi omampani foforo ene mrahye bedwafo a wo moba bidio manim 275 na ifi sabre no na de chie on the 9th of December and Dr. Kojo Afrejan ebobo aba no so ema ebede di se omampani ni otiakonwa sisi a President John Dramani Mahama ena odi nkan ema January 7th ye de nasi akonwa so na ansa na saa nhihye nyina abekoso no na abato no nsunsun so na MPP4 de atodwa se ade se wo mo gitumu a enyeye enu nti wo mo de asem no ekwakodan court emenam so ema Nana Adodan Akufo-Addo ya only two frank adema New Patriotic Party Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia we running mate the man Nana ena chairman Jacob Echebilamte ede wono ye chairman the man New Patriotic Party saa nipa miensen kan hu bo mu ede asem na kodan Supreme Court a asem no ya hye ase a yedie ansana court ebetena ase ma asem no ya pensem ni ya hwehwem ni ehu ba bi asem no kura na kasa ededa no na NDC aba wo de kan bi esan se ebra pepeni form miensen de asem no kodan na omampani a yeyi no President Mahama ene Electoral Commission pe ene wo de subo no to wo so se abaso no wie mu no wo mu enim hu bi enti NDC for the asem no kodan court one person wo de wo mu jim so no so mo be kai a Supreme Court atena se ama se sa asem no wo mu adi sa asem no ma ene NDC aba be kan sa asem no hu bi na ebra Supreme Court atena se no na NDC eba be kan ho no na chese nsama nwoma na nado Dr. Maobia and afi ewura Jacob Echebilamte wom de koto Electoral Commission ni do President Mahama so no na NDC for ye du ebi ko ma wo mo sama nwoma na ko kan NDC for nsa ama nei NDC for nso ayom ho ano nti ene Supreme Court betena ase na afi asem no ya hyase adi na asem mensa na NDC for nsama nwoma na nado ene penifo mienu aka de ko ma wo mo no wo ma yi omho ano mebo mu amane e de akire osisi ara efe Ghana handsome no doso so to be kaya 2011 and ora Alfred Agbagbisi woyome nidi ebeshita Ghana ha nyina ani obete woyomi ganga wo nchecheni ayese bibli papa nidi na ewo mem ha esanse yeso wakoji sika 51 million Ghana 51 Ghana ema ye politics wonko ne namu saa ema eyokufo behwehwemu ema asem no sese eda court aban se kwan a wura wo yumi fa so a oje saa 51 million no wa fa kwa papa so nti oje na ade na asem no sese aye konabra yetu asem na asensen yetu asem na ahyeda yetu asem na ahyeda prosecution eye kwadubofo no se won betimi enya adansefo mo ma bedi asem no eno so aye wotwen bidin and your lordship please our witness is not ready our witness is antimiama our witness antimiama uro oyo mibuofu pa se muni asem bia ka muncha asem ni obi anko ne baabi mo na mabọ midin efiri da mo de asem ni to me so am be a court me personal bank account mo freezy mo de monsa to so be company bank account mo freezy mo de monsa to so me international business partners sika mo de say nia medicura ayedin enkrofo mo ye adwuma ma me kra mitimi nti omuka ena mo sori a ena witness ntimi ma wo yo serious is that nia mo ye no ne bu afu ye papa eno ho asem ye be na state prosecutors no pa no mo haw ye no ti wo mu ntimi eni sa asem no ma me esle usu ye lawyer nti be bisa se ono so why adwuma o AG department order omra no mechirechire mu e wo sa asem kwasi no se musemo mas bi ka mo ngoka semo mas asem bi ka mo ngoka me minimo hwi o MPP asem o mo so mo de kokot me say me support indu me abi like dabi me na crusade ga kokot is asem we Dr. Park indu akasa ye say asem nso mu nchim bebra eno ene main issues na no pay ye dwedwe ho but kan ya dum so ene ensu no a ukra minu say wojare ne wojare wow te wojare so wonye nso enjare pipe no bi a chiro ati se na nso so aba kokoko no nso ni ma eti Ghana water omo pa saying into the show into me and now say via phone so kasa ya omo kire se enka na dum so de na be check kakra isan say and e wo mo ha hudu pi na wo hwe Daily Express mu a omo akwa akunya loan $330 million say omo de be power expansion and also so akwa akusi say enya mpelifo a omo wo sa enyuma ku ahudu mienu a womo so the baby sa womo but Ora Stanley Mate communications manager edema Ghana Water Company Yakubi San say edion how pa and a native the Democrat who on the report say water is going to be rushing for tema and then crying. Ora Stanley Mate no pay mo ati mo akwaba.
Yeja Madam Assessor.
Ohuna mboko de.
Yes Adom BBI.
Ya cho. Sir, na say bia na say bia bibi na wo twetwa mu no de ne no anu no.
So what I'm winning soldier winning
you.
Sir, I'm winning over the Mokam.
You want to fish up also?
I've been commenting. I've been saying that I know you Twitter.
Yeah, bonfire, sir. I said, I'm going to see ye. No more, my dream, you near Frefro.
It's when they any you, if you don't know, I had in Kaka.
Boy, I'm I dine a fiddy and crying, and it time, Nipa do one at Ghana. Musi nsuo no mo ba bechichim se nkranya bi na wo chena temanya bi na wo chena nkranya bi e di asem na ekoso
before a baby Christmas the press release by out can say your preparations are to any year you make sure say a month for being nsuo enough no mo dey celebrate on Christmas that mean child it will be musa but unfortunately just starting new year na year realize detective say your filters no 4 out of your 12 filters, no, in your structural defects, it's just say, concrete works, I had a foundation and no say cracks have been. It's just say, in slow, no, any filter media, no, account media peer, cracks no, na ebiaba, your final clear reservoir. If he didn't me uncompromising on quality of water you produce my mouth for, you know, say, yeah, isolated filters. Into at least out of 12, no 4 na na say into ye 4 anything. Or realize say a 4 no ye 4 no the number of means that affect production. Into just say see a shortfall in production of about 20%. Running fund is about 10 million gallons of water a day. Already now a car no your deficit between demand and supply. And as you see, so yes, I'm about 10 million gallons of water. Indeed, I want to check Abba. Indeed, the way I did it say, or more money is slower than someone 24/7, than someone in Portugal, so the piano. Ceciano, you very decent kaka. Now, you didn't so acco, eastern part of Accra. Hormone, the vacancy said they are distressed. Already, when I tell me, so no, they are already distressed. The Kakaka, our hormone, at least, it's in a check in Swona, a water system, it's in a channel equitably. Now, Ubia, it's in any. If you say a month for a moment, dance man and important more and say, especially the western part of Accra. They say, situation a woman, no, into Cecilia, readjustment, a bear. Alter and rationing program Mokaka, now you need in Soka Crazy, Dansoma Honomo, across the eastern and central part of Accra. Now you want train. That's been the expectation to say, among 4 you see in Soka Kana was system, and find to say, or using water hose, no water, a lawns, no account, only tractor, or more, or water hose, a wash on the casting now, only tractor, at least instead of water hose, only to buckets. Na insonu bi akanitim da ye after so yan leakages when in fear yan all reservoir yan man na boguso emfa no ho me say amount for say yan use bore valves our sa reservoir yin na bore valves no na insonu tin anyama engu form ntin conserve more water na yan bi no ntimi enya bi na se so the way identity no yan tin entra ho sa immediately no yan invite experts we see treatment plants, contractors, any treatment plant designers. So, no the real problem no etier Now, if you say the way it did not happen, this is the second time it's happened within a very short time. And if you say, I will say you're redesigning filters in view. So we want them to have a look at it, redesign, now it's in the full. Sunday, and we suggest they take it between 4 to 6 months. It's the best amount for say. Say within the next 4 to 6 months, some of these arrangements will be going on, and it will. It was saying now it's me bear now it's me solve the situation now after in so it's me about the way no. The best amount for pass problem my own na among fine chain no more pay my na be going to cause something.
Empire ne de Ghana for your border that nya fe ne be bompae. Na asem akwa emi na kakra mehia nchiremu ni se ebiri bi atwamu no ngomo Ghana waterful ya mo be ka kire se esan se eto da bi a pon any wager senior systems ni tie ni ntino mo be e de pon any wager de ne ba be bom e ma kai pa mo connect pipe all the way from pon e be fa dodoa fa dental e connect pipe ni bom a enti se ba binya shortfall na echesa heart mi aye sa system na ade ni obi emunti na nei ba bi filters ase enti ni partners 6 months ya water rationing ene no ebe koso
meta se pasa would be sa question way you cannot east west interconnection and yes our lines no fa dodo one make sure ni the fa dodo one so a share one with you for east west interconnection no ye the so if you west wager Efa La Paz N1 in chain Eba ye Oponglo reservoir aka booster station na Oponglo ana yedin so efi bon ena motorway no so eba the same place we meet reservoir mobako na sa nsuo na ebe meet o sa reservoir eno na serving northeastern part in France Adenta Madina area hall no also be na serving cantonment la Boni the central part of Accra, and also na SVM. And no, the Siciana enough water in free, which are embassy reservoir. And no, it is going to affect the eastern and central part of Accra. So, and no, I was saying, actually, some part of Dansoma at certain times. You keep pushing in Sonaka, so embassy reservoir. Not the more central and eastern part of Accra. Impacting too much. This is how it's going to look like. And sana a situation at the society is what interconnection on the overhaul. But because Siciano, Kenya short for production, it affected and so about reservoir now booster and nothing I can say. Now, the pipeline of who say you lay our Dodoa road no soon. A new treatment plant I yes you upon. In June 2014. Now, you see reservoir for Dodoa, you see new treatment plant our phone, and the lay pipeline along Sae Holma, and the same Accra booster station, Oponglo Hono. So, it's also a new one after a year. Let me see some treatment plant TV, less pipelines in the Yeti, Adenta, Ayarefa, Dodoa, Asalibote, Madina, Hatu, Agoba, Dometa, Yenano will be shared from these lines. Into the problem of water, will almost end because the coverage is around 60%. Now we are envisaging, say, yes, our project, now coverage will increase between 90 to 95%. We'll have very little problems with water in Accra when that project is completed. Now, China Jesuba for no Musi project, your late president, William the Baby Co, or no cost of funds at the buy and I had a yes project into saying that situation. The best someone for me now say, Ghana Water Company, any Ghana Urban Water Limited, your boy who in PSA. In so situational, very okay. Never send any support from the general public. Not be and Kosuyi. Now, you best say among us say vital institutions, to say hospitals, to say schools, the moment in challenge with water, they should notify us. They set them with tanker service.
Final question, Stanley Marty, and he said, Sabre Afena, yede experts, but no more filters. Arrangement and share ben ye a brand ye this our filters, ACC Hono. Na your friend, ya na mumu na mo friend trainers of trainers so say dey one more modi sa filters by one man training and crop for sabe ade say ye ankasa o mema ebetimi aye afa na ye kra crofo no ma ba behwe ansa no ma sie 6 months da ben
Mr. P, filters no there we are etno and yet to say machine be and equipment be so now a part of the structure for the treatment plant. So now you see treatment plant, I don't know see account, but who's a way to say it's just a disaster. So this is an accident via AC. It's a machine and equipment we say, but the structures no it was a cracks Adom. Young fan say Minkai amount for Omoyo, but young fan said we are welcome a dying boo. Nobody knew say than the so if you say accident we are you realize say fault about structure structure no akake. In general I would say isolating no. It is sana it's say amount for say Bibia, I was say, na young say, you see treatment plant and I say equipment, training and no can say, young man for na me assure say, and yes, say, young call for more treatment plants, no, and yes, say, nim year, anka yet mean detectors are a problem, see, and anka getting more problems am I our the very near future. If you a year say, young company done as say, it me a detective money in term. It's a for say they should bear with us whilst we try to solve the situation. And in no time, no, I'm a BBI across the way was second.
You need local expertise. I bet me on our own.
We local experts. I have from now. We local foreign companies come on. We local. We use local contract local experts. You see, I'm more Ghana. And yes, I confirm with your money and Amaba. They are foreign companies, but most of them are Ghanaians. Site, proposal also more 3 weeks, no, and the next 2 weeks, 1 week, yes, for this from this week, or maybe based on designs and proposal, no, we'll select the best one, now, what the contract number.
Now me say a final question, but quickly, you course from all over the country, amount for a company still, and yet within Accra and Temani Kumasi pe. But water situation in Ghana, no, it doesn't seem to be improving. Just say, who say call the name, Debiano, na form. I didn't.
I'm saying, I said that, and improvement to the bad we are always improving on the system. But I was someone for just a Fidian then sometimes everything so and say young as I very good maintenance culture this one and can make sure say in Fiji using like what is and P because some of equipment they used to go over 30 years, 40 years, they go on exceeding on my lifespan. But because we give them very good maintenance, so they are still in operation. The way I was say there's always improvement in the system. I'll give you an example. Now, say a confirmatory situation. A confirmatory situation, said that any problem. So, you call your check in. The reservoirs a one confirmatory hospital hormone. They had enough water. But as to how on the Pompe accord very department, so not amongst internal plumbing problems. Also, in trying a ban, but and so. Vital institutions, these are hospitals, no, we always make sure that they have enough water in their system. The moment on any problem, they give us a call and we serve them with tanker. Your mom with tanker services. Into some of these things, no, and set that any problems. Now, saying so apology by an and problem, ECG, say another good cool. Say no power into feeding no intimate and produce MI. So, you know, here to say, you depend on each other. So I say symbiotic relationships be Inti ebana sana na we enti anso we fia we enti engagement we so enti anso we fia we so enti engagement. So there's collaboration amongst all of us, including the various regional security councils. Na yenya ye hwe say yenya ye da boa ye ho yi na bibia etina koso ye nti etwane there ye bo and there's improvement in the system. Say minor problems is here. The way I blown into now to say the whole system is down. No, and just there's serious improvements in the system. Thank you very much.
You ora PRO okasa papa multi TV are for Ghana for na that say na ye be bon pie ye be miemu ye why fasting cry ye be fasting cry be why Stanley Mate, communications manager at the Ghana Water Company, check on the times about 7:34. And I pay good so I somehow also yes I can electricity for so and issue VR for no almost you baby star almost say can you do so no so doors rodo womura no mechiri mangana fonte but amount for good so send text complaining about your transmission you go so your pamucho say your technicians ni engineers egusua eye ho adwuma almost say twitwi kakra say o movie na scratches wo so no na kakra munya botre mfa mai Oracle of Adom say spokesperson the former president Rawlings watena say member na kwaba quickly but my main kwa homa so Abraham Amaleba Kofi Akwaba we have called here a member of the NDC's legal team yetani dim komo papa yen call in chen yinko bisa ne say NDC responses are filed to Nanado, Baumia, and German Jake. It was something to say, and they'll call Daily Graphic P17 or the home Sam Diaba. Lawyer Abraham Maliban, pay. You're watching.
Yeah, excellent.
Yamendo, Mehoyo, now, sir.
Mehoya,
yeah, that's the papa. And that graphic at the Monsama, Rodia Kogu, a year cost Supreme Court, is really far. Petition and nipa me say file ya mo church nsem num se ni titiru nu nyina no MP ni titiru ni sampani for me say almost am no nyina papa mu na they are out of bad faith inti Supreme Court into asem na ntwene say that here
and record here NDC legal team no petition no that petition is frivolous. And my point is, if you thought that something has gone wrong, there's opportunity within the electoral rules to call for a recount, as happened in the as happened in Peru in 2004 so. They cannot turn the Supreme Court into a collation center. If the Supreme Court, no, they should dismiss that application with contempt. So that is the whole crux of the matter.
Mikai, some graphic reportage na say mubisa say petitioners in fact better particulars. A better say, much as I say, demanding particulars of numbers of votes deducted in petitioners in respect of votes declared in favor. And yeah, the Martin say, some petitioners in me and Sanchez say, some better and particulars, you know, and yeah, they are one more pencil, or more opposed. And what's something saying?
And also, and then applications now,
and then you see a court now.
Yes, and then there are two applications. Back where for ET, back where for NDC lawyers. Both are asking for or calling for federal. As you said, you've made allegations. Oh, say there's overvoting. Overvoting, so you're saying a half potting and overvoting. Don't forget that we have about 270,000 police stations. A hit potting in our police station. My share and answer a war with the deal. We need to know because Osha. Yes, to me, and in Ghana, and looking for where these things are. And so tell us where they are, the names of those people, those who did the overvoting. And you also know that to vote more than once is an offense in Ghana. If we are even aware of those people, we can even let the security agencies prosecute them. And you know, almost said any idea because they think that when they do that, they are giving out their strategy. Indeed, today the Supreme Court will determine whether it is right for us to act for it, and they almost say easy and also some documentation. So today's application is about exchange of documents. Into at the Supreme Court will find out whether that was what the Supreme Court will say today.
Eti na court na mo ko se na wa chirichiri mu se yi na de ni fi wa na che se asem na fe ni e bedi angasa anti sa.
Yes, ye sa two applications no fi mu. If nothing comes up again, and not to emphasize it, then the way will be free for us to see when we'll start the hearing proper. But mean to me for sure, say Bibia Emba. But let's assume that Bibia Emba, the Bibia Emba, and then the Supreme Court act me effort those applications no now. Then the way will be set out for us to come and do the proper hearing.
Lawyer Abraham Amaliba no pay yedase papa any chichima de abre Abraham Amaliba a lawyer and member of the NDC's legal team and watching some into Supreme Court two applications, one for NDC requesting or say better and further particulars and AFI Electoral Commission so bisa sanso na nadon so bisa from the Electoral Commission yade Mami Esla Osu Ababidruha, member of Parliament, Dema Abdulkuma West, or say she knows her friends, but me, I'm not a friend. Though. Me, I'm a brother. If you know your friend, me, they hold your make sure. What's the name?
It's that's the cover.
Mean to me for watch me. Mean to me carry. Me excuse me. So me and penny no thing.
Yeah, infinite time.
Infinite time.
I feel you're going to walk home.
Watch my hair, man. Say. Kofi, do you have a call there? But we need a month for say, or Mafia will power. I said, no,
Mafia, that's someone from me. Oh, that's I'm in church. I'm who can crank.
Watch it. Parliament, when you be at
last time, yeah, baby, time, I'm hot shit. And then I I'm hoping almost a 2-week break no, almost the bay a whole year now. Man, ko hell crying, heard you man or more, and I'm hoping see a back on the day. Na Bibia editing.
Because me, it is a Muko Munya baby put the water.
Na hometica. Oh, see, one said yes, you're parking Kunyana, one here, maybe Macunya free boy, Uncle Quaco Boob. And I asked them a answer. But will be emperor. There will be emperor. I'm hoping, say, you ever call back in the na yeah, ho fine now. Will be a baby at 50,000 or the other. But 50,000 or no comment.
What's here? Coffee, okay, oh dear, cafe now, Professor Corner. I feel now, Professor Corner, as you don't get the answer on Prima Uncle. But Coffee, what must I know? I was say,
oh, no, sir. Oh, Parliament.
Oh, now so Ube decided.
Because of maybe Sika.
Oh, there be news can no
say you no query I can.
News can see that let me say oh what's up now say.
Oh no, it said I party not take a decision. The woman as
NDC candidate.
Not as an aspirant. I disagree with the decision, but I respect it. I disagree completely. There's no valid reasons for the actions that I will take here. I completely disagree. But then I respect it. At the appropriate time, we'll deal with it.
Appropriate time, so that call elections in next month.
I just said I respect the decision, but I disagree completely with it.
Yeah, they are over independent.
No. So I'm not independent. I can make a party forms.
There be to say, set forms now offer and there. Now, person will stand on the ticket of the NDC. Now offer forms. Of course. To say party, they say there be. Kofi Adams won't qualify, say, Obi Jina a ticket is on disqualify. Beyond forms now qualify, no. As I say, yes, I am paying my own corner. Obeko independent. And
I disagree with one decision, but I respect it. There's a lot in that statement. It means I disagree, but I respect
you are not somebody who kasa na asem no asem na nyinsɛn
disagree respect he said no one say we jam na
baby what is asem kan sisi I was say statement no make sisi ano ensem bibire shem I say waka asem na enyem no enyanwo
I said
yes
I disagree.
Yes,
I disagree.
But you respect it.
But I respect it. But no tell them you be any party in your summer, then you jump out of the party and say that you are going independent. No. Saying when they did what they did against me, I'm not those type of person.
Okay.
Nobody pushes me around to take my political decisions. Not. Okay. I'm not one of those that go for cancer match. They say now no. I reasoned through Uko Gomna say ana Uko festival binanko for as for groups who born one chinia. You should find out whether those who are playing it are indeed they know how to play it. Omunimbo and now they are qualified. Are they sane before you start dancing? You don't just jump in because what didn't call for watching and now also according to what they are playing. You must reason and you will be in my political situation, I reason. I've been forced many times. This is not the first time to take decisions that maybe would not have been right for me politically, but reason had prevailed and I've done what is expected. I am so grateful for the support that I've enjoyed across the country. Tremendous from party, a lot of party leadership. And the last time if they had put it to vote, there was no way I would not have been an aspirant of the party because I know very well the support, even within the functional executive committee, not even national executive committee, within the functional executive. So I'm very, very grateful for them. I'm so happy for the support, and that is why me be affected.
Because I keep getting emails.
Spoil my career. Of course, people are urging. People are urging that you should go. You should go. But that is the anger. They want you to respond to one anger in a way. But it is your responsibility as a leader to manage that anger in another way positive.
I see.
Yo, kakra me meka ho ne se. Ejuma oye nyina ema NDC di. Omujitu so NDC. Na ebase onkonkon representative party no ewo as one candidate there almost wonye NDC ni na eno no nti na me sure say nkofo kan say omone na NDC fo ne kofi enimi ye enti especially say edu nketia ne no enimi ye na ono anso so I agree but I respect it ye ne ade what am say also ono ankasa anso so edi to ne hofo say eto de edin dia de obeya ma party ne de ye beji na when it suits them dia na to say kutu a ye de awie no na ya to atwene na say eto aso say ya something is bound to give ye ni pantna sa emi say se nipa ne ya de na se wankasa ujitum say obo no ho party na senko omo ye won hihye ni process omu di timelines on one kasa one constitution edema won so omfa and resolve disciplinary committee enka by now we hu ne ho enti ayese boapayo bi say ye de be twena so ye de be kire ne nyansa show him where power lies situation bi ekakra na ebeye den say ono be ba betena ha aka say eya but don't me nka enti na I agree I respect that I agree o chichichi ho na ayede kakra na yede yo na anya o ya kofi
but me can say already do nketia ka say when the betwam keke na yakọ substantive assembly o can say disciplinary process no in try sisi akosi say
I wish that Enka men responded to
but
because
the
more you respond the more you exposed your general secretary. Because the more you respond, the more you exposed him. That complete total disregard to due process and the constitutional provisions of the party. Look, many disciplinary committee, there was only once we invited him to Manko. And that invitation, like I said earlier, invitation by Friday, 18th, 15th, for me to appear before them Monday. So I wrote a response to them that I wasn't in the country. Anytime I will appear before them this was almost 85th day after my suspension. Anka, Chenkode, ye bibia year within 27 days maximum.
But
then we leave that. On Anka Sane letters, no, come on. The committee requesting for an extension of my suspension for another 30 days, which was granted. Since then, the committee now requested for anything. So for you to come back and communicating to me 6 months down the line, that's still more suspension. With what letter? Because Yema will be indefinite suspension.
Sana
that more on indefinite suspension.
Pleasure.
On indefinite suspension. I'm grateful about the support that I mean from other colleagues or my executives. I do know those who insisted their way that they want to push it. It's their time. Today they are no more in those positions. That who said over their dead bodies that this one will become this or this one will become that. Today they are no longer. This is transient. We opinion won't now down. You will not be there forever.
Sounding more proverbial. We opinion I want now that. Today I'm sitting in this one. Tomorrow I'll be gone.
Somebody was here before. Somebody was here before you came. No. That's what I'm saying. No, be host to program. Okay.
But I'm also happy to President Mahama.
Oh no, I said when people were pushing that, no, the party has leadership. It doesn't end with just one person. And no one be discussing. And Afutu Omudibemanu will inform the decision Nipa be taking. And I think I'm happy about council now from various courtesies by, and I'm grateful to say that. It's unfortunate that may not the opportunity to serve my people, but they will not accuse me that I'm a member when they called on me, because I did respond to their call, but just that may not that opportunity. I will not, because I need to represent my people at all costs, decide to leave the party I'm home to go there make Kwijina independent. Me, yes, sir, I would not.
Yo, nti ano de beto mu keke. Nti yenfa substantive assembly famra. NDC better further and better particulars. Sa brofo nkra more lawyer for mo kan se kire pa ne say.
E kire se asem na waka wo pleadings no. Okanya the other party no entiase yi.
Into open
chichiremu na ope a little bit more information about asem waka no. Na nwanwa kakra se omo siasa asem no omo ntiase yi no. Omo tumi answer se enya nokre. Se enya nokre dia se unim asem ko no nipa ko ne kan na ne nyintomebua. Usually, who apply for further and better particulars, who apply and sana who file or response no. If you say unya sa further and better particulars na ne bema a fuller picture na where to me I responded. Na so when mo de omo nyina respond. So omo ne petitioners ne nya adwen. Nsem na omo kan nyina yemomu nkahu. And then you go ahead and ask for further and better. Me say me mpese me prejudge there. Supreme Court ne be ye ne. But me say said the young artist say, yeah, pink sheet be a man for and Sunday, no crab told just say a serious Mubarak.
And no Kofi Juma Becca Hammer and didn't talk about
you want to produce any.
Oh, Kofi. The last week, you, Miss Ramwa, Mamma Camasam. Said ye, Eba Betoja in the public domain say. Ebinum yes, easy officials, NNM, referee agents, they say, Omo Mame signing new fresh pink sheets. Hey.
Yes. Yatia, anti insistent say, Yantre polling station, Kwa, Yan irregularities no. Ema Sumuna. Sa information, idiot. Parties Nini now, Electoral Commission, they call originals.
Na mkuta duplicates.
And I yan kuta duplicates no. As MPP for so that ben no can so mo be court no me say
shortly
after declaration,
10th,
11th December, na you can't see the yintum, and the assembly be court. And na your fan for some mamma information na ye na ye wonim. And it's electoral commission and this munina mati say ye see ye be ye sa ye the assembly court. I hold press conferences. Move documents. Yes, information no any wo. If you don't have access to that particular information now, and I will be say fama. So yes, it said the MPP for ABC say electoral commission for entre one in the parkwan. Omukwa register one abuchire na ya keka $250,000 Ghanaians a yenim sa $250,000 kun na ye de omo ba be share register nimu no. Sa information ni the electoral commission kwa na wo if you say omo anfa sa register no amma parties no I stand to be corrected overseas registration no omo koye no ye de ma NDC for ana MPP for the ni sa information no je ni mini say prior to elections no at IPAC meeting electoral commission ebe ka kire won say webe nipa ye betumi the category of people who can be registered.
Students on scholarship, those on foreign missions.
All of them. 7,000. All of them. You can't omuna bomwa. Omuna 7,000. Ye now see him say, and you be or ye likely so be or opportunity so register now. It call register. And ye day 7,000 no. See a funny saying in omuna put a register and can 7,000. Electoral Commission can't tell Ghana for say 7,000 and 240,000. Where are all those people? And to sign information in the Electoral Commission for the war. And the MPP for bisa say ye can say ye sure say nipa na do na be 1,000 po. Mostly 240 something thousand. Monfa sign information nimra. Na ye hu kwan a ye nso so ye befa. Say if we accept say then we can even amend our own pleading to take that part of it out. Now say information on the blue sheets, pink sheets, no.
Blue ni kaya mo de ba.
Yeah, sample. Now you can't blue sheets for almost 20 years.
Yes, no.
And to some Ablukuma West ni Ablukuma South.
O the still Ablukuma South.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Still everything. All the parties will pink sheets no. Electoral Commission were originals. Person ombe yes a diligent search na MPP 4 year you know. Ombe hu asamko na ye kan.
But there shouldn't be less fair say because na any chairman Jekini Baumia petition my site say 4,709 polling stations.
It could be more. Because at the time no information and our petition said so clearly.
Share some information with them.
We're calling the entire election into dispute. We put the whole election into dispute. And the Electoral Commission cries in their interest on one Kasabeye audit. On one Kasabet Nasia share one crat any mu year who say and semi uncle Fuiking and Cray. What want now on Casa Media me as far as I'm concerned, no. Bibia the dean. And the wa will say well, who be no fabric.
You alleges. Monam kai.
Na sent to near what court no. It's part of our evidence before the court. I don't know to wombo. A true wa. Ye you know one. Ye the two ga. No be say either say in say who na ye can't say sa no almost yes say in some ye can
say frivolous,
vexatious and the abuse of the ni na brofa ke say nyina yaka. Enti omo to wombo. First, almost see President Mahama, yet some man in ye. Into having one say, what responded to some man in ye. A violent response. I say, I don't get yes, MPP for you, I am born any lawyer, Papa Bia or Honomo. And I am for president in Kujina court. Only idiots can go to court. And then, what call Pacho? Say court name funding can idiots no. What does that make him? Sabianyadu, the biggest idiot of all. Begging to join the club of idiots. Well, we see any idiot can go. Only idiots can go. Any idiot can go to court. Idiots na court. I feel pacho. See and far on can. Na court na see ebe see. Say na dia wo see umu nyina nya. Kono ko kan wo ho. Nini na nka menim say oh petition file applications say ya mo asem ni nyina hu if say ni asomu utie nsem o mo kan time I file ye petition press conference file ye petition and bibia na ye krata na ukita uhwehwem a ubehu osi da me hwehwem kyerɛ me say paragraph 3 enewo na makokan honom go and look through it all because information na ye nya no ehu the mini electoral commissioner, and the good thing is to say, electoral commission, no more offices in all the districts. Districts are men who hang in electoral commission offices. Constituencies in more offices. Regions in more offices. Nipa ya high one yet yaonka. Nasi. No more found kratano. No more audited results, no, as the MPP has done. And I made a day. So for once, Yanya Daje, I go through all the polling station results. My young who said, I heard there be a body electoral commission, see a body wants, so no. I'm sure now my Jumani to see. Now, after every election, yes, it be the irregularity. Irregularity never be decided election yamaye. There is no voter called irregularity. It's some PPA bano. According to MPP for petition, no. Anya kra and me and me can say at least 1.3 million votes there. Question mark. Now say 1.3 million votes, and it could be more. Question mark.
The last time I cannot say do 1.7.
It could be more. It could be even more than that. But today you drew quarter, and I didn't you know better a month for you now. If it's a proceedings in court, it's a public document. Into a public proceedings, into Obia Ebehu. Into many one can make to me bomb chain. If it's information in there, they have it. Now it is up to them to go and look for it, which they don't want to do. Yan conquer Jumadeno. Yan no area, some dominum, yan no area namuni, and the enemy pa. Yan no area. The young farmer won woman. Munko and Chichamo no by. And for messages on no. Na mudia mwe ne den.
Kofi Adams, yes mu ya akwadro adwuma. Monso monko yinhwehwe mu ade na monka se petition no yen koto ntwene sanse nya papa.
Kaba. Mamintia ona o hia multi.
Oh, me ba ikra menchia tifo.
One chablik ma west.
Na congratulate Minia for her victory. Though they are boycotting. Though they are boycotting.
A battle well won.
Though after winning, they are boycotting. The activities are not there. We will still congratulate. We will still congratulate. Honestly, or a member of the appointments committee.
Committee and paper be published. He said, "Who need titles Grover? Mubuofu papa. Hey, confirm our time. What time? Informer. Yes.
Now informer, the one can no credit.
Oh.
And me see. Almost the me na one paper. Say one edition banners lowusu ni mo me so obi ento
na ya hu pictures na omo de ka ho no
me hwe paper no krapo no mahu de kodi omo ka
pictures na no odi yo
omo nyiri wo ho na da mebom no wo mo beti de me ka no eye den na me MPP ni ba mapa me fo de me party eye nyina so in any discussion, say answer a decision, but you better take a decision.
That's
you
1 minute.
You hear shades of different shades of opinion. Now, time a minority caucus in Asia, I got up and spoke in favor of
almost more evidence to prove some meeting or ubufu pa na o kasa say ni omo ye ne nye ai.
Me say omo da omo soso me ho daye. Ebi na eba na omo atrotro won pepe mu. Eye daye a informa ni pakro chro no ososo sofa esla ho no sorry na ne daye na ye say reality na wa chro our evidence na on family
Kofi mamitio
entity me congratulate me despite the fact that me order on koye no what's 1 year after winning the elections because constitution ayedi ejuma constitution e ka challenge, we challenge by a the Electoral Commission as winner of the institution. The president at the time court in the otherwise. And the Adibia and Panabayano or legal and constitutional. Yen MP so one ejuma order is including vetting president ni nominees and the budget and state of the nation address or the parliament. But so my imagine the ejuma no order work omunim there at least a member must belong to one of the committees. No Marco Tron to belong to committees and they don't want to do the work. That one I leave it for the good judgment of the people. Enough time. No problem. Second point, there were 3 respondents to the 3 MP before one petition now medical court. There were the president, there were Electoral Commission, and NDC Abekam. The president and the Electoral Commission will be for more particulars, detail. Reasons Cynthia Walker and Yamuka. The NDC is saying that Yamuka court no on teaching because as assembly and so there are different responses. And you add in now see that these are the responses from all of them, that even though Omu be for more better particulars, at the same time, no Muka the Asema Mukana in Niho. The Electoral Commission, why the Electoral Commission says was that as far as some way concerned, they have gone through a due process and collected the results, and there are no challenges. But then they are asking for what? More particulars. If you NDC for NDC response to them, Omoko straight to the point that there's no merit in petition because A, B, C, D is what went on. First respondent won 8 out of 10 regions. There were agents across. The process was followed. In the process of reporting the results. Pink sheets now, is the same pink sheets that were used in collating results at every polling station, at every collation center. Maybe even a little distance or taking a very long time to declare the results. The Electoral Commission collected every pink sheets from each of the polling stations and add it up to declare results at the constituency level for the MP. The returning officer at the constituency may declare for the MP candidate elect. Now, Afarijan Nawakoye, the returning officer for presidential elections.
Ghana constituency.
They collected results from each constituency and add up at the strong room. MPP reps, all the parties are all contested the presidential election, and they all signed to it. Sign Electoral Commission by on declaration. Unima, the first complaint. Me no one ever studio hands on our press conference complaining about some constituencies that padded results. Lejokuku, Doma, somewhere, Omobubo constituencies, Brekum West, Savlugu, Akutia, and my Electoral Commission in the results. Electoral Commission because people want data. Nia no mangasa that true results are President Mahama is what is in their system. So straight away they told them that look, Asema American and Yanokre. And he said, more any other evidence that and the court is the place to go. That is why there were processes of declaring. Because of more jointy, my declare results. We are going to declare the results because we have followed the due process. You collect results at the collation center. Or more forward the results to the Electoral Commission headquarters strong room. More representatives were here. They have checked everything. We have added everything, and we can go ahead to declare a president. They went ahead and declared the president-elect. We've gone on, sworn in the president. Almost a court that they are challenging the outcome of the results. Now, it keeps changing.
And events before court and I make events before and events even after.
Omoko court, almost at the time they went to court, they say about 1.3 million. Anyhow, now we can say that
at the time, not to say almost 90% to 98% of investigations or about 1.7.
Anything now will be on there. One for more detailed, proper particulars and fambra. Most sorry, I also comfort to about area be without biometric verification until the whole results should be thrown away. There was not a single polling station or Ghana and comfort to about without
almost more evidence to prove to the contrary.
Where's the evidence?
I know some the back court.
There was possibly a break of the verification machine at a point.
Amount for two without biometric verification.
Yeah, as
evidence. I have evidence.
There was a break of the biometric machine. Before then, people have voted going through biometric process.
True.
A minimum buyer or man go through biometric. Possibly. That's what some people are trying to allege. What they are saying is that one hour or two with biometric, 1 hour 1 2 with biometric, then we should throw all away. So one argument. Maybe Nipa 9, you 10 votes in a ballot box. Nipa 9 and 8 got 2 with biometric machine. And 1 person, maybe or not 2 without biometric because the machine wasn't picking his, even though it could be identified very well that a kaba ni phone there were other means of verifying the person and no more allowed with the understanding of even the agents and the presiding officer. He was allowed to go through the process possibly. That is one argument. More candidate
collude to break the law.
So nipa 10 so 10 votes now na box because 1 person possibly went through
to do away with the possibility say mekotuma asumesi na obenti ntizani eni yenchanguma omunyina yenka obia.
Why should that be the case? And America say mo dey court. Na court, Supreme Court nanga say mo dey asem no court no. There's a precedent that they have ruled on some of the CIs instruments via Electoral Commission, okay, 2000. We were to change over from thumbprint ID to photo ID.
Picture.
It was captured in their laws. That is what you must use in voting. One, Mr. Apalo, or Supreme Court, that or no, thumbprint ID, me didn't register them. No other law that is no right to vote is enshrined in the Constitution. Now, Electoral Commission to me, Rafofo, which was our right away from him because Onukita thumbprinted ID. The Supreme Court upheld Apalo's position, and they argued that they allowed that people with thumbprint IDs So there is already a precedent before, and this Electoral Commission assuming without admitting that no verification, no vote. Now the person's name has been captured through biometric registration process and has been verified. Now and then we've forgotten about the precedent. They will go and face, and I don't think that the Supreme Court will be changing what they have said earlier on this matter.
Prejudging the issue.
I'm not prejudging. I'm only making an analysis of the situation. I'm not prejudging. Them are Minya lawyer no. She also attempted to go that. I'm not saying that this is what they are going to say. We are all doing analysis of what has happened in the past. And on the issue of whether President Mahama as president, you be to miss you and I to miss you. Lawyer in the Bugri. On your NDC, he's OMPP. He raised very strong arguments against the
but he's not the court. Yes, he's a lawyer, but on your court.
Menkade or your court. Menkade or your court. Now, examples.
No interpretation.
No. All my examples of people saying that they can't sue the president. No, NDC for Kai. Yes, and America there. Yeah, NDC for Kai. But it wasn't only NDC for no Mukai. Even lawyers in MPP Sukai.
Baby, they didn't know
cited
CIA president elect and see money due.
An American.
Wow.
American. Say NDC for Kai. No moon NDC for no Mukai or moon lawyers. MPP for Mukai. MPP for now Mukai. Omuye lawyers. Almost citing examples about it doesn't mean that at this moment we have come to conclusion on that matter. Obi betu that Senate court in few Asema American day Obi betu Supreme Court ask for the interpretation of that very aspect of the CI 74 no that say nipa wa electing no already Nipa sitting president and he's going to switch on to also become a president. Can he be sued in relation to the Obibatu court? And then we await the Supreme Court one ruling. With the Obina Sema, also CI no or a Supreme Court judge and not an electoral commission
of judges.
Electoral commission for the parliament for approval. Why? Yenya Supreme Court or Martina Sem, and somebody has lost, maybe by 5-2, and has gone on an appeal, and it has stand before. And to the fact that Yenya 3 Supreme Court judges sitting and drafting a law does not mean that the law is infallible or a sacrosanct. And once it was Supreme Court judges, oh yeah, change. That is also there or possible. The other point I'm making, look, parties, take IPAC meetings serious. If you have IPAC meetings, not parties, people who come there and pay even attention to discussions that is going on. They are on their phones. Kakrabina station here from home. Go out to go and do interview. Tnas and taking meetings serious. Ye we na say asema ye discussing hono assembly risia no more kasem fofo. Because they don't take the IPAC meetings serious. These issues of international registration and creating registration points was discussed and approved. And one award they will register and go beyond persons are students and then the rest. It used to be that. It used to be the case that those people who were entitled to register under the old law that has since been amended, it used to be one award Juma with the missions, students on scholarship. And the Unkobisa Electoral Commission, what made that situation possible for such numbers to be captured. This is the situation, that is the situation, this is the situation.
Very well.
It wasn't I'm not saying that Ropal in your understanding. I'm not saying that Ropal in your understanding. There was consensus at IPAC as to who and who should be registered.
Educate the public.
That's what I'm saying. There was consensus at IPAC. And the more representatives now, more want to buy. Oman Tenase.
So, for knowledge of beyond students on scholarship.
All I'm saying is that
those on foreign missions,
the Electoral Commission has asked one our petition. There, Omunfa further particulars in Fambra about their evidence. I will not come and sit here and be assisting them. They are not ready, even though court no more better a press conference about court now Moko. Court no more let my vote count outside. No, remember. Why should I be the one? Have you put your 4,700
there be evidence from
something 9 police station evidence before
we have
before
told
us?
The people what we have found.
And I'm telling you that they should dispel our room on there. One hour Juma Amanoni and the rest no more just 7,000. They are more than they are. No.
Time.
I've just spoken for 7 minutes. I've just spoken for 7 minutes. And Kaba. In a court now, the Supreme Court will be ruling whether the MPP needs to provide a more detailed evidence. But then, the Electoral Commission, it is not the responsibility of the Electoral Commission.
Decide that.
Oh, of course, it's not the responsibility of the Electoral Commission to go fishing for any other evidence, because evidence no is what they do. Collation at the constituency center, collation at the headquarters.
I can't wait for evidence,
and they have put it together. And in some area, Moka, a binumu frefre, and for the MPP agenda or Mumbai signing. We should stop telling this type of stories.
We've captured them on tape.
Let them go and sign and capture it as evidence.
Which one on tape?
Telephone
conversations?
Omuma sankofonunko. No munko sign. Why they are signing? These days, we even pen. Cry a video. Na pen no video. No munfambra that they were signing things with the Electoral Commission. That they were signing new sheets to be used as the old ones. Because the sheets are umukita, the same sheets no other parties. The same problem. They are just rallying and trying to draw. Okay, suppose NPP petition.
Mamifa messages amount for the about so 1760 email kabatmanjoonline.com or say I like the way Kofi Adams handle himself. He's actually shown maturity in the NDC party. That is why he should be kept in there. Said in Kumasi. Or say if NDC polling station, where did they get the 4,800? NDC said President Mahama also here 4,800 witnesses. On also the NDC. Osikaba Nana from Kumasi. I want to tell the ESA that on any party for any you're ready to say about more be there by so. Or say, Esther, I love you, I admire you, I adore you, I support you. You are a Vim lady. Hope you will bring more Vim to Parliament. God bless you. Stephen Allen, if you man can see me in the brain. Or say, that powerful to stop Kofi Adams from contesting the Badwam election. Then he should stop my DCE too. Honorable Eric Adai in the Sutifi North, who contested the just parliamentary election, lost miserably to the opposition to vacate his office because Kofi Adams alone, Kofi deserves better. Idi from Ntotroso, Bravo. Or say Kaba, we the people of Chimamponia, especially the NDC youth and branch executives, pray to President Mahama not to renominate the DCA. Now this is for Maya Modern. Honorable Teresa Adomaku Teria. The reasons are that she's too weak. She was unable to visit the branches of the NDC. Her behavior is destroying the party. We beg President Mahama to listen to the people of Chimamponia.
Visiting officers can't.
So I said, oh yeah, politician. Or say I can see that politics is making the young and beautiful Esla to grow old. Now say I'll be a politics Esla. Cobra from Lagos. Also politics I know their mouth.
Kabadu
you know that there were instances where ballot sheets in the ballot books were over. Some were 102 instead of 100 with our serial numbers, and I think the EC should be blamed for all these troubles. Godwin from Navrongo, Sikabatel Kofi Adams to go independent, and I hope Papa J will be on his side and he will win, and he has my support. Nuhu. Growing up in Dagbon in the 80s and 90s was lovely. We were all one, but today, politics in Ibibia, Ase Bibia, Allah is the ultimate judge. Let's bygones be bygones, and let's live in peace. Salifu, Salisu Edifi Tamale, Kuku, or say Kaba, or say Kaba, we're having, or say. Kumasi is very dirty. I returned from the UK and was astonished to see the once garden city now into a city of filth. Kaba, something must be done about it. God bless you, Kaba. Yeah, that's also will be at the brain 1760 and answer email kaba@myjoyonline.com. Quickly on this one, near wrap up now to the Inquisindum matter.
One, dear MPP, communicators, I can't sign the assembly court. The court will not.
But there's a more to sign your man to a month for a judgment.
I didn't answer me. At different stages of investigation, you did you ebetuda. You who 10 I say, you who 10 I say, must say John Beckham a million illegal votes now. And so at the end of the day, it's more than a million. And so we have to
but Kofi Adam's question is at the dinner, Sansam Mudi can petition in him. As a more to say the 1,000 count, how 100
petition, yeah, itemize constituency by constituency. We're expecting that is what you should know. In such a way, it is for education purposes. Education purposes. For all you know, like the constituents, we've drilled down to the polling station level. Into the cancer 4,700 plus polling stations. Into the constituency, maybe constituency or 113 polling stations.
Or Blakuma West.
Yes. Entity I can't Blakuma West, you're lumping it together. Okay. We've drilled down to the lowest level. Now, Ebion say NDC for can say the bugre e can be enti. One kasa lawyer for kuku dam for ebi jina court for. Ebi eka legal team ne ho. Say any possible president cannot be sued. Law case bi ade be court no. Emre bi so na wonam a wodi sa case ne ko. There is a legal foundation for case na wodi ko. Legal regime na wodi ujina so wodi case ne ko no. And the Mrana will say, yeah, boo, yes, in it as in Tia, while I beg in our court. Until the rules of court will decide which ACI 74 no. And a chere, Quanya Ubefa so, a day was someone
some aspects of the CI 74 is it constitutional or unconstitutional? In the minds of
answer this particular point in our lives.
That's what it says.
It's not governs election petitions. So long as it hasn't been set aside any day, and only mra yedi yeduma.
Me kwa na we lawyer chechim kakra. Send a case we chrono. Supreme Court so mu di sa asem ni ansa no ma be di mu petition na say and I say concurrent and I say
petition nko.
Na we so nko. But they're related.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
Yo, the Supreme Court is the master of its own rules. And on what decided say, some rules your rules of court. Court nankasa, your high court rules, your
appeals court.
You know, your kwanya your first so edi asem ewo court. And I actually rules governing election petitions. And so long as I am mongu and no nom de be adwuma. And no so kire kwanya was say omo faso. And in some ne dia misramo a mo pepre mo ho.
Usually,
case we are very simple. Let me respond that they keep talking about that. Say the assembly court. Yeah, the assembly court in a press conference. People can televise yanka mavobe who say in the court. Yeah, government communicators, spin doctors, and fat twist be mamma to so. And assembly a basic work, and you'll be seeing more of it.
More press conferences to come
for public education purposes.
Wrapping up. One case is one yes simple. But question now the commission under normal court process, you know, assembly Eddie can call no should
be heard first.
Should be heard first before the subsequent one.
But then
Mia Bernard Mona de call, you know. I think them will can has a bearing on the substantive case. I think say na senko be ya
yendia no
na whether one because for example CI 74 no kade once the Supreme Court decides no it's final you cannot appeal.
No appeal review
is that right? Is it constitutional?
Yes,
if you look
the
at
Constitution says may review
and people are challenging there is that as to the MPP and Omoye.
And mandatory.
Look, Omoanim, and they are more than convinced.
Say,
Nana will be president by the end of the year.
Medical court will fall flat.
Mati.
And my year political effect outside. Now who they did. Now if you can, but they don't know that they are causing more injury to their supporters because you are telling them maybe 3 months. We didn't. You to me swear President Mahama Kura in. You swear him. To me your appointment. Why your appointment? In 3 months. In 3 months. 3 months. Almost in 3 months, 3 months. Some of your communicators.
Nana will be president by the end of the year.
Some of the communicators are saying, since I'm moving from 3 months to by the end of the year. By the end of the year, by the end of the 4th term.
So 2 minutes now.
That is exactly
emails
what we
now. Dr. Adom. One from Richard Saniki Osekaba. Esla, ya will interrupt to Kofi Adams. So Romani Kanasem. We free Kesse or say Esla. Interruption now. We interrupt to Kofi Adams. Romani Kanasem. Hello, Kaba. Catch Esla say. No, who affair, and you'll be able to understand who affair. You'll be able to say Esla who affair. You're not about Becca. Kojo in Accra. Kaba, please ask Kofi Adams, will the EC use the biometric verification in 2016? Kofi Adams is not spokesperson for Electoral Commission. Good morning, Kaba. Why did you invite Kofi Adams to speak for the NDC? The NDC itself says they don't want him in the party. He's not recognized as a member. Why do you invite him? Why? Kojo from Accra.
Na MP before Rekubro Bebeka said no more America there on your MPP.
But you know got in the party.
But America there on do you believe what they are saying?
And you know got in the party. One case party na go.
As someone just figure say baby you vote you crown no on your biometric verification. And to one another. No kind. Alfred, someone say, Kaba, tell us that we miss her so much on this program. Alfred from NGO, Eslaba. Good morning, Kaba. A member of the New Patriotic Party, retired Captain Joe Seu, has urged the MPP flag bearer to concede Vidal Makai on Manjo Online. I'll say the retired soldier wonders why Nanado, who benefited from a graceful concession from Alan Martin, his rival in the leadership race of the MPP ahead of 2000. Captain So
me who not
Hopa Wakasa or
campaign. Campaign. Tentative campaign. Contributions.
I am still in a victory mood. We are proud of Kwesiapia and the Black Stars, Supoku Bridges and the Bay. I'll say one at all, are we going to have an uninterrupted supply of water and electricity in our country? Good morning, Kabameda. Say one from Prince Derek.
Have you forgotten so soon about Kufogalo? No. Have you forgotten so soon about the Kufogalo?
Anyway, but that's
have you forgotten about Kufogalo so soon? Don't do that. No, yes, sir.
I'm sure see you so. Because you know, say, someone you must have now more car, or say I don't know somebody in the fair.
Why in a dinner for 5
MPP
for can be?
Yeah, moon car con.
But let us be clear in our mind.
Why not can be?
Crusading guide, and then a report, Ebanra. Or citing say MPP need be and a Kayana, please. It is a Parkway syndrome or would not say over a simple car. Mom found a foreign, yet ye did as a more court. Miss Rawa, MPP need bay, ne can't say Parkway syndrome PPP a supported Nana case. No, I beg you tell me. Because until you can identify the specific party functionary, a can't sano, Mamma found me foreign. We know what we're doing. We're clear in our minds what we're doing. Say newspaper be adding the headline a bar. More can say ye MPP 4 and I can be
propaganda.
Crusading guide and ye MPP party paper. It is edited by Abdul Malik Kwekubako,
who is a staunch supporter.
Who is a very independent-minded Ghanaian.
But
is he an independent-minded Oh, I'm supporting one party for no cross supporting and my young cock be a bambarazu. In fact, I party. I shouldn't be alleged referring to you as a party for. Yes, we are suspended.
No, also on your NDC.
Oh, you won't say you would.
You're suspended, or does that take away your?
Yes, it's Nanchanka. Na ya duma. Won't kind of Nanchanka. Into many one can you trap when you're broke. Missy MPP for carry into Parkwest in Mr. We don't have any issue with you. Not someone in Crawford can say, almost so jitumu say 2012 about 1 year 2 years. And koye. Nyama bebre kosu wa nenye. Into Electoral Commission crash shenu yen system. Almost see yanko e-voting 2009 on Adankwa Institute. Edi biometric registration e-voting idea ne bae. Aferejan se se ne nana ne maami a wewu no. Esua computer bo ansana wadwen e-voting ne biometric registration no. Emi so nya ne fie ufun kakra into no my biometric registration no. Na asan da bio into obeba na ba be sua computer no na yenya e-voting. So please PPP, we have no issue with you.
Very well.
Dr. Adom, we haven't said you support our case in court. If you have any issue, deal with the crusading guide and leave the MPP out of it.
Kofi Adams.
Kaba, this is serious political propaganda. Mumbo within, but Honorable Osla Usu, Mumbo within, Honorable Osla Usu. This is what the Honorable Abeka will title him into Mumbo with Yama Munkamasem. This is proper political propaganda. Observe one very well. Utumu quote, or the minority parties have all come together, almost supporting the cause, almost kanko, just to generate perception there. Oh, only NDC no mujina one side. Now, so in the evidence is coming out strongly that Hassan Ayariga, the flag bearer of PNC, is not.
PNC was on Kasama. Also in charge of what? PNC chairman said Hassan Ayariga doesn't talk for them.
Nipa Bena, no, flag bearer of PNC, Hassan Ayariga. Or no. Nanani Funida ballot. So he had more interest in the elections than any other person. And you campaign now, Abra Hassan Ayariga Nama Oyen the campaign. We saw those who were going around with him. So Okasa
Chairman Timi and Kobina Chairman.
And he said Chairman, it means Chairman didn't know much on the ground. And Hassan Ayariga has spoken. Dr. Papa Kwesi Adom has spoken. Other independent Odike no nyina kasa. Yes, Odike so okay. And who are on their side? One no more one side. No, one no more one side. Work there. Minority parties are all in support.
Fair say you can say. People before can say almost issues with the elections. They won't go to court.
No. There are differences between saying that issues with elections and saying that elections was rigged.
Okay.
There are differences. Because on 2 days there, people had issues. The communication now about whether you better know the next day and now issues with it. These are normal issues, but Kaba, one day I'm thinking about writing on electoral reforms, the contribution of the NDC. From 92, Edibedu Nea, Menorokase, 2012 election.
Any time opposition biano, push for reforms.
Omuwa bendia, Omuwa benumudia, Omuhunde reforms in. Look, the introduction of the transparent ballot
they
boxes.
Push for it, they say.
The idea of bringing forward the presidential votes from 7th November to 7th of December. NDC now.
That is not true.
Oh,
it
did
was
it happen
over
under
and
your government?
Against your objections.
Did it happen under your government?
No.
Yeah, Rade.
introduction of photo ID, colored photo ID.
They push for it.
And omo they call black and white.
We advocated for it.
They advocated for, and we give colored. Omo they call black and white.
We advocated
so
for
there's no forward march, backwards ever, forward never. No. Biometric. We committed an Electoral Commission, according to them, under President Rawlings, and one of their huge funding now to me. Now the last election, so President was the last election, so they got a chunk of their funding straight away. As was happening in the previous times. So it tells you that urban electoral reforms, the commitment and the desire of the NDC is unquestionable. And it's a move be a move for the 2012 Abana Eco 2 you can bring it up, and why not? We will be willing to support the Electoral Commission to improve the electoral process. We are all out for clean, fair elections. Will always win.
The Progressive People's Party (PPP) wishes to ask the general public to ignore the story put out today by the by the New Crusading Guide under the caption "Adom supports MPP petition," and it's wrong and is only calculated to draw Dr. Parkwesi Adom into the MPP court case. Dr. Adom supports the PPP position, which is that our party is not happy with the conduct of the 2012 elections, but advocates for electoral reforms to prevent the problems experienced in the 2012 general elections so that it does not reoccur. For the avoidance of doubt, we wish to state that Dr. Adom has been out of the country since December 22nd and has not granted any interview to any media person or journalist. Signed, Kofi Asamoah Siao, National Secretary.
Well, there were problems that were encountered. Does that mean the same as reading? Problems does it mean the same as reading? What they want to call two machines as a machine and far. Is that reading? Is that
Esla likes it or not? Thank you. Whether Esla likes it or not, John Mahama is the president. He will rule Ghana. Esra, Mazu from Agbugloshi, and all the Hebre. The Gangato electoral case reminds me of King Solomon's story in the Bible. The NDC represent the NDC represent the woman who slept and killed her baby. The court should rule in favor of Nanado. Haja, also suspending Kofi Adams in the NDC doesn't mean that he's not a member. The MPP woman should stop Sansam Norte Studio Ekikano. March from Kutubabi here in Accra. Or say, Kaba, why have you stopped Uhuni saying these days? And I'm saying, Yehu Papa, Bacho, yeah, maybe sir, me director, Mammy Adwana, Yebsa, the Intina Hunis. Good morning, Kaba. Don't you know these people? When it comes to talking MPP, but NDC for Juma. When the EC wanted to create new districts, new constituencies, the MPP said it was impossible but legal. But at the end, it happened. Now today, Ezra is MP. One come and down from Cape Coast.
Beneficiary of that here, Frisbafo. Yanchemu ni parliament. Me, my country. Go and do the arithmetic.
Lucky you didn't get Frisbafo.
Yanchemu Frisbafo only parliament.
I'm very happy with the way Kofi Adams is handling this matter issue.
Against it.
Message is 1760. But Alfred Agbesi Woyome. Complaining as because why you ages department that now all the experience Woyomi is complaining no, he's complaining of prosecutors and no attitude. Young go to Alfred Agbesi Woyomi or Minkasa can be man. Message age for no judgment here, witness woman to me for Monko. But on me to Woyomi.
5 adjournment completely. You have wrote a report, albeit it interim, You've accused. On the basis of that, you claim you've arrested. You have disgraced us. You've done all that you can do against my right. For more than 1 year, I've never worked. My companies don't work. My accounts have been frozen. The basic rules within these accounts where we can get sustenance, we can't even get. My workers know a lot of people are out, some are in, living very difficult lives. And then you continue, you come over here, you've deceived the whole nation, and you continue to come over here that you are looking for witnesses. Do you bring people to court before you start fetching for witnesses? Do you bring people to court? Why will you do that? You can't just bring people to court and be fetching for witnesses. I think that the state is safe in order, and they should face me here in the court here. You should provide everything. They should be assisted with the opposition completely. Before this matter, the last parliament, the two parliamentary, the minority, made 2 press conferences. They were among the 30 people who abrogated the the contract in the first place in the cabinet. So they are also witnesses. So if the states cannot, they must contact them. And they should bring them, subpoena them. They are using that tactics, including Adom, every one of them.
Do you know why they have no? They still urging to bring witnesses in?
I don't care.
But it's okay. I mean, you are here every morning.
The issue is that they must prosecute this case and understand that I have a fundamental right. And I don't think that they will have to come over here and say, what do you call it, nolle prosecutor, or whatever it is. They've done a case. They have told this country, my name, my family name, every other person's name have been dragged into the mud. Or people who are very responsible citizens who are working in the government, their names have been dragged into the mud. The state need to sit up and do this case.
In 2 weeks' time we are back here. I mean, you do expect anything like that?
You are this. I've asked you people should ask the relevant questions.
But see, Boyome, and that's like not the substance of the case, but state prosecutors any way will be accuser or complaining say prosecutors no nyom adwuma. Why adwuma ho da? The internet to be sir.
They are overworked, underpaid, understaffed.
Overworked, underpaid, understaffed.
Period.
Intra.
I can hobby. Now say prosecutor be a 50 briefs. Ani nyina ekokota. Say was all schedule with time. You never akofo. I was all schedule with time in such a way say ubetumi anya ni nyina kakra. We have a problem on our hands. And it is time we dealt with it. Now, said the case in Susui, even against way you make, even though it's a fact, say, you overworked, underpaid, and understaffed. No, OSHA posturing of prosecutors with regard to this particular case, it is possible, say, deliberate to frustrate the prosecution of their own case. Na court na can say munye ready say for want of prosecution ya to asem negu sana wetumi atwetwa ne ho age. Yes, if there is no political
on person ba filing only prosecutor bia o
it's not about the accused, it's about the political will to get to the bottom of this judgment death matter and to get our money back from day one. And your public pressure, at the President Mills Cross on Nimuoshi, when he has been fully briefed, according to Martin Amidu, and I don't say or your truthful. When we say enunti no can say or citizen vigilante no, or yes citizen vigilante now, or Fred others say mame joining no. Na ya fa pressure to abans no mundi asemi. Maybe the year we a decision which has been taken. Ya ntwentwe ya na ase na at the end of the day. Court mongu na fe o meka se nya ye na eja case no ye court ne bogu ye na ye refi se eba ne sen anamon be ne 2 ye a ma court ne bogu ye no de da bi. Let us think about that angle as well, because like Alfred Agbesi Woyomi means so I'm not interested, I'm not happy with the way this case is dragging. Na ye me nwanwa say prosecutors amanga samudi case say bibi akropanka e was say omodi more human resources guso get together a solid team. Now, tem. There have been times in the past that Attorney General's office, ama private legal practitioners, Badwam, in doing their cases. They could do that. All kinds of consultants to produce reports. What stops them? Because Attorney General can give anybody the power to do cases on their behalf. To prosecute cases on their behalf. Police for to prosecute cases be Emma one. In the Sanka, serious far about getting to the bottom of these cases. Now, Sanka yensi kana. And compared to me, I authorize it. Private legal practitioners so case. Even if they agree, say omuni personnel no to do with it. Now, so the political will is not there. Yeah, this is also mu say I did one grab bob on the ball ni abwegu. Ni aka say anya ye bibi cause ni abwegu nti don't blame us. Is it part of the plan to get Agbesi Woyomi off the hook and all the other cases as well? Media has said this.
Yo, Kofi, yeah, 5 minutes to wrap up. Mema a minute to speak to Sasam or Kawasam.
Prosecution. The Moroccan maybe load in the
dorsal. Too much.
Load in the dorsal. So yeah, maybe or they recruit more. Now yema akitiano say Papa Obeman Kufaya willing to serve in the solicitor ages department to help one. This particular case, it nearly brought the government on its knees. Na opposition for you, so yeah, more come on, cash more. But we thank God that we were able to carry through the elections and we were victorious in the elections. Ma Obian joined the assembly koda. So much more interest must be shown. So Obia Oye, the political head of the Justice Ministry, no Omomodina Oma AG for no the appropriate support to do this matter, devoid of any political interference. Now, me sure the truth no bededi. The people who should be guilty, whether one or no President Kufo na benuma na one or more under President Mills na benuma na are all guilty of yebehu say nipa no so na oye guilty because since there is a criminal proceeding against him. And until the civil aspect is dealt with, into me, yeah, the criminal component. I don't know. Me, I'm not one of those persons in the court system who how to go about it. I just wish that this because no rights also is being infringed. You've been accused of committing a crime. Your accounts have been frozen. Now they be adjournment because court case. Look, even if you are the plaintiff, it's not an easy thing. Who now we are plaintiff, let alone being accused and a criminal charge that could change even your sleeping place at any time. Now Ube Kodibia adjourn. Ube Kodibia Ube Jawi Juma, he's under some bail conditions. And to me, I think his rights must also be respected in a way. Now, as I'm not in terms of possible. So witnesses no munya kakrana umutuma from on the side of the story. No, if they want to fold the matter, they should fold the matter and let Ghanaians know that look, we have encountered some legal difficulties and challenges. We can no longer move on, and this is the situation. It happens in many countries that this may be why. Now, say more encounter legal challenges. Now you can't continue.
What is your advice? The state in filing only prosecute for various reasons.
For various reasons. For various reasons. Now, I'm saying that I'm not giving prophecy. All I'm saying is that one respect Nipano's rights as a citizen. I don't think that for once you are saying that rights no because or no, his rights should not be respected because he's Woyome. I don't think you are saying so. So his rights must be respected.
Everybody's rights
So,
must be respected.
if it affects you, I'll speak the same way. Make the same thing. So the fact that so in America,
I mean, right is right, wrong is wrong.
Proceed. And I don't think that anybody wants to hide anything. Through the process, nobody wants to hide anything.
Very well. Esa, time also.
Me chia Ablekuma West for na Adom Ninka was say a binomo my friend wanted that and so
support parliament na vetting
and so me phone crash into numbers nina every so mestre out of 4 yeah I'm sending me text na mon famudin enka ho na me hu onipa ko a ofre na bion Ablekuma West wa only special school a ewo ho Manase Azure na ye story no for why we hu na ensema airtime special school 3 classroom block ye dwiriegu Chinese phobia see extension to New Century. The only special school over 50 children.
Education Minister Beba
But let me make Kofi, it's a very serious.
But Education Minister will be coming to vetting. We're going from vetting. And
the party next month.
Education Minister.
If you don't know,
you're not representing your party.
If you don't know,
before, we now, and yet before putting on Ablekuma West. And the Education Minister.
You are out of order.
This is not a question. Maybe if you kept quiet, you could be educated.
No.
And your question for the Education Minister, Accra Metropolitan Assembly. Demolish. Why should I go there? After Rokobanda Point there. Oh no, na one ma yedri special school ne dan no agu. And kwala, omo did them. Omo awofo enya school kakra edu omo kwa, omo ye be kire kire won no matumi enya entitia kakra no mo de abo won bra no. School kakra omo kono. Ye three school na ku. Please, it is not anything I'm starting here no. Kofi Adom, please stop. This is a serious matter.
No.
It is a why don't you let me finish?
And you remember my time.
That would just walk once more. She was addressing Ablekuma West. Oh, yeah, you chose not to address Bue. Special concession.
New Century Vocational Training Institute. Chinese force over a decade ago. Shrepen. Small 3 classroom block and special school for no etimono.
Okay.
Now you are extending.
I hope you say.
My appeal is that they should give them alternative classroom accommodation. That's all.
Because
Kofi,
Badwam is one of the platforms.
No. Badwam is not the appropriate place for
another pay Benifua, Yadu Motinas, Emma Yadin Komodi Librel. Kofi Adams, a spokesperson to former President Jerry Rawlings and disqualified aspirant for Buem constituency. Maybe
you can give any description.
Member of Parliament Edema Ablekuma West, Mame Esla Usu, Kofi Esla, Madam Wase, and I hope we said we made meanings out of the issues in Anope. Matara Michelle, NKBK, Kofi Madam Wase, NKBK, NKBK and FR Matari Hunka 0244-195539 0244-195539. Nana Yabrefo Betanasi Media, if you so much also. Shalom, peace, and life to you.